Okay, and we are live. I really have not done a stream in a long time, so yeah, I might be a little bit rusty. As well, I haven't edited in a while. I've done videos like Studio Selects and Movie Low, but I've not actually done stop motion in a while. So let's just see how it goes. Shouldn't be any interruptions today unless it is my dog. That should be the only interruption. I'm probably going to be streaming for around 40 minutes, maybe an hour max. So yeah, it's going to be a short stream. So how do I share my screen again? Because I have forgotten. Yeah, if you have any questions as well, just feel free to comment your questions and everything like that. So share screen. Here we go. Okay, so you should all be seeing the screen now. There we go. Apologies for all the windows that's popping up there because I'm sharing my entire screen. But like I said, if you have any questions or anything, I've got my phone at the side here so I can view the YouTube chat. So just ask away. So today we are going to be editing a shot for an upcoming stop motion. Not going to say what it's for. By the way, can you guys all hear me okay? My microphone is turned on and everything, and it looks all working, but just want to make sure you can all hear me. I'll check on my phone as well. Yeah, my microphone's working on my phone. I just heard that. So it's going to be a shot. I'm not massively sure how I'm going to be doing this shot. So today's just a little bit of an experiment. So it might not go massively smoothly, but we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I've not edited in a while, so it might be a little bit rusty, but we'll just see how things go. So I'm going to go to Graphics Crate. By the way, this website, I highly recommend it. Like more than you can even imagine because it's amazing. I'm going to go to set extensions and let's see. I don't know if they're actually going to have this set extension, but if not, I can try and make it myself. Or at least set the shot up. I've got the Byway Sentinel by my side and the Byway Optimus Prime that I got like 2 days ago. Highly recommend both of them. Just gonna have a look at these set extensions to see what I kind of need. Hope everyone's having an amazing day as well. I think it's good to do behind the scenes every now and then just to show you all sort of what editing involves. Sometimes the end result is pretty, but sometimes the way to get there is quite difficult. Let's look. So what I'm looking for is actually an oil rig. I'm trying to find something like those sort of metal crisscross bars and maybe like some oil rig build and build the ocean around it. I'm just kind of struggling to find some of it. Looks like all pictures of London here. Struggling to find. Oh, that one could be useful. I'll come back to that. I like to look at what. That one looks alright as well. I'm going to download that as well. I might change them up, but just so I can get an idea of what I'm going to do. So far, there's not really much for the oil rig. I could use something like this, like crop that bit out of the building. Have a look at the cables and the wires. Yeah, I'm not going to use any of them right now, but it's good to get an idea. Security structures, maybe something on there. Walls and fencing, maybe something on there. And sign. I've got them in front of me and I can give you my honest opinions. And these look pretty good. And sometimes you really have to think on your feet. Like, you see all this, but if you can add them together and make your own structure, it really pays off. Some of these I haven't seen. I think they might be new. Not really feeling anything on here. Sometimes the small little details where you can add as well really make a shot. So I already downloaded that one. I'm going to download a few of these. So download. Apologies for that background noise. That is my dog. I'm going to download. You know what? I'm just going to download a few of these. I'm going to try and add them together and see what I can get. Whether the result's going to be good or bad, I don't know because I haven't tried it. But we'll see. We'll try our best. I think that one's a little bit different to the other one that I did. Let's just download a few more. Just so I've got a variety. I think that'll be pretty good. Then I'm going to do now is I'm just going to type in rig. Put oil rig. See if anything comes. And emotional support. Hello. Sometimes you like that you can use for things like this crane. I'm possibly use something like that. That's the actual VFX model file. Just gonna put rig. I'm probably not going to get loads done on this stream, but it's just good to sort of make that start a project. That's the hardest part, and the rest will follow. And I will be back in a moment because work requires my attention. Okay, so yeah, there's not really anything else I'm feeling. Maybe I can just put metal. Maybe it'll come up with something. My computer is a little bit slower because I'm streaming. So even things like this you can add. Just add little nails. And, you know, if you can't actually find anything, what you can do is if you go to Google Advanced, and I can't even spell advanced, if you go to Google Advanced Search, what you can do, and this is really helpful. So let's say if I can't find an oil rig structure, what you can do is just type in oil rig. If you go to It's when it loads. My streaming is making it a little bit slow. Let's close these other pages down just to not kill off my computer. But if you go here where it says usage rights, if you go free to use, share, or modify even commercially, if you click that, advanced search, it'll come up with like a bunch of royalty-free things. Hey, Rachel, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, so if you go on images, you will then notice, I don't know if it's searched correctly actually. A lot of images will come up. So if I just go back again, say oil rig and then usage rights. I don't know if it did search correctly. Normally it comes up with loads of different words. But yeah, go free to use, share, even commercially. If you just go and advanced search that, okay, it must be that's the right one. But normally it comes with like a bunch of extra text at the top here and advanced search. But all the like royalty images. So let's say if I like this one, for example, I can use this. I could probably mask around everything and then build my around it. Or I could, for example, just go back again. My favorite Transformers character, definitely Optimus. Cliche, but you know, he's everyone's favorite. So if I go oil rig, stock image usually is quite useful to type, but stock image, and it's come up with pretty much similar things, which isn't great. It's proven me wrong on my stream as usual, but usually it can come up with like an image with just background. But all these are free, so you can use these in projects that you could commercialize and get the profit from. Peterbilt truck right there. Let me just have a quick look. And there are other things you can do as well. So if I go back to footage create, my favorite figure. I don't know really. I mean, it depends. If you're talking like favorite figure is in, you know, the best looking, most screen accurate, most articulate, then I think the Studio Series figures do a really, really good job, as well as, you know, the new Wolf Cybertron trilogy figures. I think those are amazing. But if you're going by like just my general favorite, I think it'll probably be the most nostalgic figures I own, and that'll be like the original Legends class figures from the first 2007 movie, because they're really what started it off for me. How about you? If I just type in like pylon, it might come up with some. So there's nothing on VFX, but there could be something on graphics. Okay, there isn't anything on graphics either, but you can do the same. So advanced pylon, and it'll come up with that are free to use. So what I think I'm going to do is I am going to have a look at what I've downloaded today. And I could have sworn that I downloaded more than that, which I'm pretty sure I did, but it doesn't seem to have downloaded. Oh well. I'll just have a quick look at what it looks like. I'll load them up. So they're loaded up now. Just going to get a quick drink. And the first thing I want to do, before I even add anything to the timeline, my workspace is so messy here. Let me change this to my workspace. I don't like how it's laid out. Okay, I need to readjust this a little bit. So pull that in a bit. And I need the where is it? The meters. I need the meters. Some weird noises outside. So what I'm going to do before I even add anything to the timeline, like I said, what I will do is go down here and click composite shot. Oh, wow. I never got the 2009 Generations Cup. I have always wanted him, though. I'm going to change this to about 15 seconds. And I'm going to call it oil rig shot. So it'll create a composite shot. And basically what a composite shot is, and you can probably hear my dog in the background again, but what a composite shot is rather than being on the editor, like each scene or segment or shot, a composite shot is a single segment what would go onto the timeline, but it allows you to add loads of layers on top of each other so you can build a really good shot. And these are all what I downloaded here. I think what I'm going to do is, I think I might add these two together, these top two. I'm going to use this one first, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag that onto the timeline of the composite shot. Like I said, it's its own little thing, and that is quite a big image, but it is a decent sized composite shot, so it's quite a tall image. So I'm going to scale this down a little bit. Yeah, so stop motion tests I would recommend. Even I would do stop motion tests now and then. I haven't done them in a couple of years, but I know before I started a big project of mine, I got a little nervous of taking it on, so I just decided to get back into the sort of stop motion tests a little bit and go back and redo things and try things. So when I do actually go on to do a big project, I'm more familiar with how to do it, and I'm more aware of what not to do and any mistakes. So a couple tests I did, and these are on my channel. So I did different tests. One of them was, I think the first one was Bumblebee, where he was basically walking and then he transformed, and then I made him drive a little bit. That was one test. Second test was, what was it? I think it was Power Master Optimus Prime. That was the second one or third one. But Power Master Optimus Prime driving, and then he transformed and then combined to his super mode and then shot at the camera. Didn't use any VFX. The third one was Springer, the Generation Springer, Thulin 30, amazing figure. And he was basically just sort of moving his head, rotating his arms, sort of rotating where his sword is with his wrist rotation, just generally moving his body. And then the fourth test was a combination of everything, where Wheeljack was fighting Soundwave and Transformers Prime, bit of recreation there. Wheeljack was walking, then he was sort of doing a battle pose, and then he grabbed his sword and chopped Soundwave's arm off and then chopped his head off. But all that was just a combination of walking, driving, transforming, articulation, and just a fight. So all kind of tied together nicely. And I think it's really good when you do that, because nailing little things like that really makes a big difference. Maybe stretch that. Oh, that looks pretty good, actually. Just stretching that. Yeah, so like I said, what I would recommend is if you do want to do tests, maybe get to know the figure. And that's something I really say quite a bit. Get to know the figure personally transform it, get familiar with the transformation, because here's the thing, and what I notice, I can transform a figure a bunch of times, but there's a difference between transforming it a bunch of times and there's a difference between knowing the figure's transformation, and that's such a weird thing to say, but you can transform a figure fine, but I guarantee when you sit down and stop motion animate it, sometimes you forget and you wonder what is the easiest way or the coolest way to transform this figure, because sometimes I'll have like Optimus Prime and I'll know his transformation, but he'll get into some weird angle where the camera is positioned all right, but it's awkward for me to actually animate it. And I'll have to think on my feet and think, okay, maybe his arm needs to transform first, then his head comes out, then his foot comes out. And it's kind of knowing in that shot how to transform the figure the most efficient way. Yeah, Netflix Bumblebee and the Origins Bumblebee, they're probably good figures to use. Oh, I'm so explicit. Woke up with a flat tire. Ah, that's annoying. Honestly, like I hope you managed to get your tire, a new tire. Hopefully you got a replacement tire. But yeah, that's annoying. Hope you manage to get it fixed soon. I really don't know which is the best thing to do on here, but I'm just gonna go like this. That'll do for now. Yeah, I hope you get your tire fixed. I've had that before, and it can be really annoying. Yeah, I'm really excited for the potential Prime and animated figures. I would really love a Lugnut and a Blitzwing, and actually an animated Megatron. My favorite show, I mean, I love the Michael Bay films because that's what I grew up with. But as for cartoons, I really love, I think it's a combination of animated, Prime, and G1. I mean, I do love Beast Wars. I love every cartoon, and I'm really loving Cyberverse as well. So I'm just adding this behind here, and they're different colors, but I can fix the color correction. And I'm not really feeling this building right here. So what I can actually try is click layout and click this button and it inverts it. And that kind of looks a bit strange. It doesn't look completely right. I'm gonna press that. Yeah, we do need Lugnut and Omega Supreme. It would be good to have more animated figures like that, yeah. And I haven't seen Earthspark yet, no. I think in the UK it comes out in the next couple of days. I don't think it's actually out yet on TV, because I thought it was originally going to be a Paramount exclusive, but I saw a TV advert a couple of days ago saying it was coming out on Nickelodeon in the UK, so I'm just kind of waiting on that. Otherwise, I will buy a Paramount Plus subscription if I need to. I'm actually going to just leave that about here, because what I can do is add more bits around this to cover certain bits that I don't like. I'm going to add that there, and I'm going to pull this in here. Let's see what we can get. But I'm looking forward to Earthspark. It does look really good. It looks different, and I like that different. But I'm not really feeling this right here, if I'm honest. Doesn't seem to fit in too well, but let's try it a few different ways. Yeah, I don't like that. What we can do here is duplicate certain things. So if I duplicate this, oops, no, wrong one. If I duplicate this one, you can do drag it around, flip it a little bit, get the angle right. And just so it looks different, what you can do is mask around it. So I might just want this bit here. So I'm going to just mask around this. hopefully it doesn't look too bad. Again, it's just a really rough idea of what I can do on terms of this oil rig. But just so it looks different, I'm going to stretch it a little bit. Oh, wow. Motormaster. No, I don't have him yet. I do really want him, but I don't have him yet. Just get some ideas of an oil rig. So this one's got a tall one here and a smaller one here, and then just the base here. So let's see. They're so different, oil rigs, from each other. It's probably just about building your own. Like, you just look at this one here, this image. Might need to do. So I go back on this. Look at security structures. I think I already looked at that one, but let's just have another quick look. I have a drag strip. That's the only one I've got so far. I'm planning to get the rest. I don't know what it is, but I never seem to be able to complete any Stunticons. Every time I try and buy some, I get like 2 members. Well, 1 member, really. I get like 1 member, and then I just never manage to get any more. I do want them. I don't know what it is. I just never seem to be able to have any luck with any Stunticons. I'm gonna have a quick search on this website. Maybe it'll look different when I start building the environment. So I think I might actually start building the actual environment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back on the graphics. Yeah, Smiths do the Stunticons. I've seen... Who have I seen? I've only seen Wild Rider so far. I've not seen Breakdown. I've not seen Dead End in person. Oh, I've seen Motormaster. Yeah, how can I forget him? I've seen Motormaster. Let's look at the landscapes. I do go to Smiths quite a lot, to be fair, but I haven't been in a little while, but I used to go quite often. I need to go back. I'm gonna go on. Maybe beat. Okay, they've got you covered if you want a shipwreck, but they don't have any oil rigs. I thought they meant when you're on the beach, you can often see the oil rigs. Some environments are hard to build than others. Sometimes you can get something that's just easy to make, and other times you can get environments which, like the oil rig, where it's just really difficult to actually make it. These are actually the same clouds that I used in the End of Days poster. Okay, so I can't find anything there. So What I'm going to do now is just start building the environment around it. So I am going to do I think it'll be on the VFX. How's everyone's day going, by the way? I hope you're all having a good day. And let's go. Just reading through this list here, just to refresh my memory on where everything is. Try liquid. I'm gonna try and start building the ocean. Building the ocean, that's just a weird... Building the ocean. Oceans, there we go. See, that's what I mean. Some stuff pop up so easily and other things you have to really work for. I really, really recommend this website though. If you're just starting out in stop motion, I recommend doing tests. If you're starting to build your own footage, it can be free. Well, no, it is free, but you only get 5 downloads a day. But if you download, so if you buy the premium membership, I think you have like 100 or 200 downloads per day, and you get access to everything maximum quality. Whereas the free subscription, just you have 5 downloads a day, unless it's changed. But when I had it, you had 5 free downloads a day, and you could just get the standard definition VFX. So I really recommend it. I'm gonna get the looping ocean waves because it's looping, so I can just continue doing it. And I don't really want anything close. I think I want them far down. Change the color of the water, so I did actually use these sorts of ocean waves in... What is this? Okay, I had not seen that before on the website. I don't know what that is for. But yeah, on the stop motion, I use these sort of ocean waves and I change the color to like a greeny turquoise blue. That worked out really well. So I don't know that one. Let me try it again. If it doesn't work, I'll have to try another one. Planets as well. So you can build a space environment, you can build like the space nebulas and stuff like that. If you actually go on here and go to VFX training, it has all sort of ideas what you can do. And I'll give you a quick look at some of the stuff you can build. There is some, I think it might be on the home page actually. So all these are like things you can make. So you can probably get like a VFX dragon model, put it there, get an actor, build all this here, add some fire, change all the color, correction and everything like that, and really make it something unique. I suppose it depends what community you look at on the YouTube. Sometimes the smaller channels, sometimes there's bigger channels, but I suppose every single community in a way is small. So whatever franchise you have, even if it's massive, sometimes the communities online can be smaller. So we're gonna drag this ocean. Hopefully my computer doesn't freeze with a stream. So again, it's looping, so I'm gonna add that on. Actually, I'm gonna add it on the top so it covers some of these. And that's obviously because it needs to be at the front and these will be submerged. So I'm gonna probably add it maybe... Yeah, I'm gonna add it there actually, leave that there. And then stuff like this here, I'm gonna actually minus these and lock the layers so I don't move them. But this here, what I can do, if I pull it to the front 1 second. What I'll do is I'll place it about here. And I can actually go on the mask, add it all in, but maybe I can just mask around it just a bit randomly. Not sure how this is going to look exactly, but hopefully it's not too bad. And again, it doesn't look much VFX, but when you start building the shot and adding stuff like this, it really makes it worth it. So adding around that, we'll mask around here, and now it's sort of a little bit, you know, bits are cut off. So when it animates, it'll look like, you know, it's just submerged into the water. Kind of like that. Hey, from Ireland. Hi, how's Ireland? Yeah, greetings from UK as well. It's great that, you know, platforms like YouTube can really bring fans together all around the world. Yeah, animated deserved a season 4, definitely. What I'm gonna do now is add this back on. I'm just gonna bring that to the front. I'm gonna bring it behind the layer of this. I'm gonna put it maybe here. I think that might be a decent way. Have it maybe there. And then what I'm going to do is, so I can actually see where it cuts off, I'm going to add that in front of there, and I'm going to add a mask. I've already added a mask actually, so I'm going to just rearrange this mask. So because otherwise, if I do that, you can see all around, you know, the other structure here. It just looks like it's poking through it, and I want it to look like it's coming out off this platform, the same structure. So I'm going to rearrange this mask so it looks like that. I'm going to put this mask point here. I'm going to put that mask point there so it looks like it comes off that. Hopefully that looks not too bad actually. Doesn't look terrible. It's not finished by any means, but it doesn't look terrible. Oh, Speedster in the TARDIS. Yes. He does great videos. This bottom layer now, I'm going to pull it around. To pull it in front here. And you know what, just so it's different, I'm going to add another mask on this one. I'm going to cut around it all because this one's the same building, but I want it to look different. So just so it's got difference, I'm actually going to cut around and take this crane off. And I might mask it around here as well, just to make it look like a bit of a different building. And then actually keep that crane on because it's an oil rig, and well, I assume they have cranes on an oil rig. Don't know, I've never really worked on an oil rig. Just to make it a little bit different. Doesn't look too different, but it doesn't look the exact same. Really? The Armada trailer has a tendency to catch fire? I didn't even know that. Can I add that up? Probably, I think there looks good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and add something in between here. Trying to think what I could add, because I'm not really keen on these here, but let's just, for the time being, let's try and add these two here. And something I'm actually going to do while it's on my head is, so this is the water, this one here. And let me get that new one. So these buildings here, I actually want to clip onto here, because if I move this, these stay where they are. So if I add these and lock them to layer 4, now when I move this, prove me wrong. Now when I move this, they all move because it's locked as one layer. I've just noticed I need to tidy up this mask a little bit here. You can see the water here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the mask down a little bit there. I can sort all this area out soon when I just tidy it up later on. I didn't even know it could catch fire now. My favorite Transformers channel? Ooh, that's a good question. There's quite a few I like. I mean, you know, there's great stop motion animators out there. Crosshairs. There's so many. Honestly, like MP Cons is great. Drift Shots is great. But I'm really sort of, I don't have a favorite channel personally. I like quite a lot for their own reasons, because everyone makes their own sort of unique content. But a couple of channels will always stick in mind because they really motivated me to sort of start stop motion. I like Nucleonic Animations. He's great, although I don't think he makes the videos anymore, which is sad. But Nucleonic Animations is amazing. He did really great stop motions when he did make them. And, you know, reviewers, I love Emgo. Emgo's great. Lazy Eyebrow, he's great, yeah. He actually voiced in one of my stop motions, Dawn of Corruption Part 3.